Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of Infinito the 2. So in this very quick video I wanted to show you how strong the new updated Anti-Air level 10 and Ultimate is, especially on levels such as 6.3 when you have many enemies stacked up one on top of each other, and so you can really see in action the insane amount of damage you get from Anti-Air airdrop. And so this is max endless, by the way. I'm playing at max difficulty as well, and the research is maxed out. And this is a 6.3 gameplay that I've already started, so that I could have already some enemies being spawned. I got here as well. I've already been playing for like half an hour in game, right? And these are the miners I placed, around. Remember, the flying enemies are going to be dropped from when you mine matrix, so make sure that you are mining that to have the flying enemies around to exploit this passive. And now I'm gonna just very quickly place anti-air and I'm gonna show you the passive. Now the level 10 passive means every time the anti-air kills an enemy, this enemy is gonna explode, right? The armor explosion, it's pretty much the same as, I think it's like 2.5 tiles, exactly as cannon and missile, right? But these enemies are gonna do damage depending on their max HP. And of course here, depending on the amount of research you have. In my case, with max endless, it's 69% damage. So that means that if an enemy has 100 maximum HP, it's gonna do 69 damage. If it has 1 million HP, it's gonna do 690,000 damage, right? So that's it. It scales up. Now, when you combine this with the ultimate, which makes it drop a mine rather than the red explosion, you get the mine, and therefore this mine can be triggered by even normal enemies, so like any other enemy that's not flying, right? Because remember, anti-air can only attack flying enemies. And so you have this mine that is dropped, and now the mine is gonna deal an additional 90% damage. Now remember, 90% compared to 69%, so it's not like additive, so it's not like 69 plus 88.5 in this case, but it's going to be 90% of 69%, which makes it to go around 130% total. So if you combine these two, the mines are going to actually do 130% around, right? 130% damage based on the max HP of the enemy. And now why is this so good? Because of the fact that as you keep playing on any gameplay, enemies become more and more tough, so they gain more HP the more the gameplay goes on. And that's why at a certain stage we lose, because even our strongest towers cannot handle the trillions of HP that the enemies have, right? And now cool things such as this ability is that because it scales up with maximum HP, it doesn't matter at which stage of the game you're at. If you can kill the enemy, you're gonna have this percentage damage is going to be dealt with them that it's exactly the same throughout the game. So no matter if you're in like, I don't know, wave 10 or wave 10,000, it's always going to be the same because it scales up. And of course the difficult thing becomes to make enemies to kill them in the first place, and but if you can do that, then you can exploit this percentage damage. And the percentage damage, especially that are based on HP, are the best abilities in the game, especially for late game, right? And now I'm gonna show you here in action this. So I'm gonna go slow. You can see that these are my towers. I have a level 10 splash here that it's needed, to be able to handle these enemies. Otherwise, they would be pushing around. And you can see there are many enemies, one on top of each other, right? There are some flying jets around, some helis, right? And now look what happens if I just max out my anti-air. Remember, going slow. I'm gonna go first ability, second. Now already when I have level 10, you're gonna start seeing these areas of explosion when you can just destroy the enemies. See here? Now I got level 20, so I got the ultimate, I got the mines, those are the mines. So the explosions are even more insane in a sense. And you can really see when the explosions happen because they just clear out the enemies in like one go. Like they are completely annihilated. And even if it's already like more than half an hour in game, so I have been spawning, like I've mined a lot of resources here, and so these enemies have already decent amount of HP. And yeah, you can really see when it triggers because it just screws up the enemies, boom, and you have these holes being created, right? And it's very cool. And this just from Antiair. And especially like you can see the amount of damage it does so quickly. Like it scales up with the damage very insanely high, and that's because of all the damage you're doing with the mines. And again, if you just compare it with my splash, I have it right from the beginning, right? 5.3 billion, and it's almost there. And in just a couple minutes. So yeah, this just to showcase and to show you how strong anti-air like M-drop is with the ultimate in levels such as 6.3. So this is a tower that you can definitely use to your advantage to play in levels such as this one, to farm, farm resources, farm green peppers, go for score, whatever, overload, loop, whatever you might need. And so you can also remember about the boss, because in this case you can see that I'm also damaging the boss with these mines. And so yeah, if you kill the boss, remember the enemies are gonna, the mines are not gonna produce the enemies anymore, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's what I wanted to show you. And in any other level than 6.3, this strategy might not be as good because like you don't really have that many enemies on top of each other. But on 6.3, I think it's a very valuable way to just be able to clear out chunks of enemies by just using the this combo. And that was it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and see ya. Bye bye.